Hey guys, I'm back with another video, and this was also a Facebook Live in my Facebook group. I did edit a lot, cut out a lot because there was always a lot of talking, a lot of chatting, and I think the video turned out great. Some of the art cards are in Dutch and other art cards are in English written, so I try to put a small voiceover, maybe here and there I come back in to explain what I do. But the first card was not ideal. It was start off with a piece of fabric, which is not ideal to start off a art journal page, but that is when you use art cards. And to me, starting a spread with art cards always surprised me because normally I wouldn't choose to start with a piece of fabric. We all have like start off with collage and maybe a little paint here and there and build up the page. Like we almost anybody does do the same steps. So that is what I like about using art cards, and I did a small collage here, but I didn't like it, and in the end I just used a small piece on one page, and that's it. I glued it down with some very cheap glue and moved on to the next card. By the way, I think today's editing is much better than last week, so please bear with me, guys. I'm doing the best I can because a lot has changed in the years of editing and I was not there, but that's okay. This is the second card, Paint with a Baby Wipe, and I've just bought that afternoon a new color of very cheap paint, like a dollar store. In the Netherlands, we call it Action. And I really like that soft pastel color. And this is the first time I use it. In the end, I really like the color, really soft. Like I'm always, I love pink. I use almost all the time pink in my spreads or pages or paintings. I really like it, and this soft one, I really liked it a lot. After some drying, I did take the third one, use a serviette or a tissue paper. I'm sure it's not serviette in English. How is it called in English? Like a napkin. I'm sorry. It's a napkin or a piece of tissue paper. I'm just taking out some tissue paper because the napkins they were not nearby, so yeah. Then the next card is use your favorite stamp, and for me this is I have this stamp forever. I made it a long time ago, many years, with some, I don't know how it's called in English. I just a minute ago I did know, but that's okay. It's like a foamy stamp and it's like a children foam. I've made it myself, and this is one of my favorite stamps. I do love it, and you can see it's well used. I stamped it multiple times on my page and on my spread. Love it. The next card is, I believe, the fifth one, and it is journal with a permanent marker or pen. So I did it to my spread, and I did a little bit of journaling with a gold pen. I do love gold pens, and I thought it would be permanent, but later on you can see that it smudged a little bit, but I don't care. It doesn't matter to me, so not a problem at all. I'm sorry, you can hear my dog in the back. He just won't lay down. He did like sleep for the whole day and the whole afternoon, and now that I need to take a voiceover, he starts walking around and you can hear him. So excuse me for that. It is what it is. And then this card didn't make me happy at first. It says add gesso all over the page or spread. And I thought, I don't want to do that. So I do have from Action, like a really cheap dollar store kind of store, a gesso, and it is like very transparent, and I even did add a little bit of water, so I worked around it a little bit, and in the end I did on the left side that piece of yellow tissue paper, I did make it a little bit more a little less water and more coverage, more paint, gesso, so that it would be a little bit in the background. I was very pleased with that. Also, you can see the wrinkles from the tissue paper, and I do love it. Here you can see that the gold pen did smudge a little bit, but that's okay. Many layers to come, and I don't mind. And this is another card, the next card, let's see, it's number 7. It said make circles, and you can be really creative with this. You can do it freehand, you can make 1 circle, you can make 100 circles, whatever you feel like. And I saw this stencil and thought, let's make circles through the stencil. In the end, I really liked it. This is a colored pencil, a neon pink. Love, love, love that color. And yeah, I really like this card. And all those layers, I don't know. To me, I like working this way. And then after sometimes only 6 cards, and the other times, like today, I needed 12 cards. And then I get a feeling, okay, now it's me time and do things I like to do. And yeah, I like it really a lot. The next card for some reason is not in the video, but it said use a stencil. And this is an alphabet stencil. And here I am with my all-time favorite color, neon pink, which is, I don't know, it always makes me so happy to use this color. I really like it. By the way, I have trouble speaking English, and 4 years ago it was like my second nature, and if I like search something on YouTube, I always all the time like always search in English, never ever do I search in Dutch. But speaking English, yeah, it's to me it's different. Hey, use a stencil, this card says. Okay. Something went wrong, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. Yeah, back to the English. I have a little bit of problem coming to words, or my sentences are not always correct like they used to, but I hope you don't mind. I'm a perfectionist, but yeah, sometimes I'm lost for words, but I'm trying the best I can, and I hope yeah, you don't mind. So a lot of practice, I think, and then it will be okay. I mean, I didn't speak English, I think, for about 3 years or so. That's okay. We do it together. Here it says use a stencil. So I think I missed a card, and I believe that was add letters. That would make sense. And now, so that would be 7, no 8, and 9 would be use a stencil. You see me use neon yellow, neon yellow. I don't know how it's called in English. Yellow neon yellow. I love this color too. Also the blue and the yellow and the pink and the different tones of pink. I even created my own green here. So far I really loved this, and my baby wipe was beautiful. I did dry it and I can use it in another project. Some drying time here. And then the next card said, use half of an image and draw the other side. So I cheated a little bit because all the images I had, it was all plants or flowers or landscapes, but I really wanted to do faces, so I cheated a little bit and took some drawings of myself to see if there was these are like really loose, quick drawings, and I really liked this one. It spoke to me today, and yeah, I did cut it in half. So sometimes a little bit cheating is okay. I mean, it is an inspiration card, and by no means, although for me it is, that I think that I can step away from the rules or the exact text that's on the card. So I don't mind. So I did cut the girl in the middle, and immediately I loved this layout, and I glued her down. After I glued the girls down, of course, the card said that I needed to draw the other side of the image or the photo or whatever you used. And here I was debating if I would use my Stabilo all red and blue. I use a lot of Stabilo all, but always the black one, and never the pink one or the the red one or the blue one. And today I used them. It was a challenge. You can see it later on in the video, and but it comes all together, and I liked it a lot. So it can be pretty intimidating using Stabilo All, but to me, I always have so much fun using it. And here I was a reminder in my head from to use the pencil at the end, because I wanted it to stay a loose drawing. And yeah. Again, I really love this way of working. It is always a surprise, the outcome, and it helps me with my perfectionism. So glad how it all turned out. Now comes the blue side. I can see on the screen it looks a bit of black, but believe me, it is blue. You can see it later on when I activate Stabilo All. I still wait here for activate the Stabilo All, because the next card said use black. Let me see. Yeah, use black. And I love black. I mean, a lot of people are very intimidated by black, but to me it is such a powerful color. I don't know. It is always surprising. I like, how is it called in English? Like the light and the dark next to each other, and it's very dramatic. I just always been a black lover and never been afraid to use black. I know a lot of artists are afraid to use black, but not me. And I start with the gray, the original drawing. I start with a little bit of shading here and there, nothing special, nothing, not too much. But in the end, I really liked the dark side of the drawing. By the way, this is a art crayon, I believe it's called. I do have very cheap ones, and this one is much more pigmented. I do love working on this, because the paper I glued down the drawing was just simple, very light copy paper, and I didn't want to use paint because I didn't want to ruin the paper. So, and there was a lot of glue on top of the image, and this worked really, really well. This card said use a color from some clothing you wear, and I believe in the last video I did took this card too. I turned this card too, I believe that's the correct sentence. I wear all black, like a black sports legging and a black top I had on. So that was great. I could use black again, yay! But I grabbed green black, and I'm doing the hair, but I didn't like it. It was not the effect I was hoping for, like that really dark, dramatic side on the drawing side, and I didn't like it. So decided to grab my really black, and did it over again. And you can see in a minute that was so much better and so much more dramatic. And this can be a beautiful color, but not in this spread. So I believe in a minute, there I am talking about the color, about the hair, that I didn't like it. And I'm not afraid to change anything. I mean, we have always gesso, there was always white paint, and nothing is permanent. And immediately you can see the difference between the green black and the true black. And I decided to give her long hair on one side, which I truly liked. And so happy that I made this choice. After some drying time, I did turn the next card, and it said paint with your fingers. And I love to paint with my fingers, so it was a dream card to me. I still had some leftover paints on my palette, so I started by using that. And I'm not sure which color I'm adding more. Let's see. The pages of the spread is becoming pretty hysterical, but I'm coming in with some purple, and I think the color combination is awesome. And I love to go over things I already did, so it's more like blended to each other, more not on when it's on top of each other. You don't have like everything next to each other. You have more depth if you go over other stuff you did. I think that's what I'm trying to say. And finger painting, nothing more fun than finger painting, I think. Some drying time, and let's see. I think this was the last card that I turned, and at this point I had the feeling, okay, now it's time for me, now it's time that I do my own thing. I want to paint the girls. Let's do something with the Stabilo All. And I was not very happy, but I kept going, kept working on the girls. I mean, the blue, I didn't like it. I liked the blue color, but I made the glasses very big, very much too big, and I wasn't happy. But I've learned from a lot of mistakes that just keep going. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to change things you don't like, and in the end, I will. I will let you see the rest of the video. I want to thank you for all the lovely comments I've had on my last video. It means so much to me that I've come back after 3 years of being absent from YouTube, and still there are some people who haven't forgot about me and left me a really nice comment. So thank you for that. I believe I did answer everybody, and if not, I'm sorry. So again, leave me a comment. I love to know what you're doing. Are you still art journaling, or are you into another kind of art? Or I'm just curious about the people that are still on my channel, what you're doing. So let me know. Thank you again for watching. Feel free to give me a like, because that helps me a lot. And I'm thinking of maybe in the future going live on YouTube when my English has a little bit improved. And so that would be nice. Let me know if you would love that. Maybe we can do it together so that I'm not alone, because that would be awkward. So let me know if you would love to do me live in the future on YouTube and are willing to come to play with me together. Yeah, that would be fun. Okay, thank you for watching and I see you next time. Bye bye.